Bayley versus Sol Ruka, that's a good match. That's a nice match. Yeah, and I feel like it's a match where the WWE doesn't have to be shy. Like, they don't have to play it safe, and they don't have to be worried about if Sol Ruka was to win. What would the reaction be? How would it affect Bayley? If anyone can bounce back from a loss to Sol Ruka, someone who they're pushing heavily, someone who they want the crowd to know, it's Bayley. Bayley can bounce back from pretty much anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's solid. She's a made woman. You know what I mean? So Sol Ruka would really benefit from this win. You know, given that she just lost her Iron Survivor. You know what I mean? She's currently lost her titles. She's in a storyline with Sol Ruka. You know, maybe Zarya might have some type of involvement in this match. You never know. She might do something. She might help Sol Ruka win. She might cost her the match. She might just be non-existent in it. You never know. But the storyline might unfold on WWE television, not just NXT television. There's a chance of that. But like, yeah, WWE don't have to play it safe here. They can actually allow Sol Ruka to win. I think it's the one NXT versus main roster match where I think they don't have to play it safe. They can just allow Sol Ruka to go over and that be that. Do you know what I mean? And I think they're going to take that opportunity to do so, especially how high they are on Sol Ruka. So I'm picking Sol Ruka for this one. Listen, if you know, you know. Leon Slater, Javon Evans versus AJ Styles and Dragon Lee. That's the sleeper match. That's going to be the match in the night. If you know, you know. Yeah. But predictions wise, I'm predicting that AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are going to win. It just benefits them a lot more. It doesn't really do anything for Javon Evans or Leon Slater. Well, of course it does. It's a win over the tag team champions and AJ Styles. It doesn't really do anything for them because Javon Evans, he just lost his Iron Survivor title match and Ricky Saints just turned heel on him. So I'm thinking to myself, how could this benefit everybody going forward with the storylines that they got going on? AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, they need to look like a world beater tag team if they're going to be going up against the New Day and the Usos, which is legendary. And if you got Javon Evans taking out the world tag team champions on the main roster, he doesn't need to be playing with Ricky Starks like that. That would give them good reason to just go up to the main roster and be done with. But of course, this is WWE, it doesn't work like that. But still, if you want to invoke a little bit of realism into your pro wrestling, then that would be the mindset. Why am I going after NXT superstars when I've just pinned legendary AJ Styles? Well, maybe not pinned, but I've just beat legendary AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who are the current main roster world tag team champions. I'm not playing with these man down here. I'm moving up to bigger things, better things, and making a name for myself. You know, so I just feel like it just makes sense that AJ Styles and Dragon Lee win this one. Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes, the WWE Undisputed Champion versus the NXT Champion. Now for me, this has the opposite effect or the opposite feeling to what Bayley versus Sol Ruka had. I feel like they're gonna play it safe where they don't have to. You got Drew McIntyre lurking in the background. Obafemi would benefit majorly from a victory here, and I believe he should win, and it's something that they could revisit later on down the line when Obafemi comes up. I beat Cody Rhodes. You know what I mean? Now this time I'm coming for the title. Do you know what I mean? What's he doing on NXT now? Do you know what I mean? He's already run the gauntlet down there, beat the who's who. You haven't got anyone else for him that's like lurking in the background where it's like, I could do that one-on-one, and that's something that the fans want to see. No, all the matches for Obafemi now that the people want to see is on the main roster anyway, you know. And Drew McIntyre, if you really want to protect Cody, could be part of the reason why he loses. Drew McIntyre's not on the card, and I feel it's a shame that Drew McIntyre's not on a card or not around for John Cena's last match. I mean, obviously he's going to be around, innit? But I mean, he's not promoted, so we should get him on this card somehow. The Drew McIntyre disrespect, it has to stop somewhere, and it could stop here, but it could also be used to help Obafemi get over and also protect Cody Rhodes in a loss. But if I'm being realistic, like, I know they're not going to do that. I know that Cody Rhodes is going to win this match. Like, that's their face. That's their main guy. QB1 is said all the time. You hear it all the time. We know who Cody Rhodes is, the position that he plays. He's not losing to Obafemi. He's not losing to an NXT guy, even though in all fairness he could, and I guarantee you not one of us would think anything less of him. Like, this is a year where Bronson Reed has pinned Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has been pinned by Bronson Reed in 2025. Like, I don't know, that's a main roster guy, but if we was to look at the builds right now throughout the WWE, Obafemi beating Cody Rhodes seems more fathomable. Like, it seems more like it doesn't upset your palate as much as Bronson Reed pinning Roman Reigns. That's to me anyway. I can't speak for everybody, but that's what I do think, and I think I'm positive that people would agree with me on that. And that's not that Bronson Reed pinning Roman Reigns upsets me at all. I was actually quite happy with it. I think it's a good decision because Bron Breakker was getting all the love, and I feel like I didn't want Bronson Reed to be a sidekick to that and just fall away by the wayside. So giving him a signature win like that helped protect him and promote him. But yeah, whilst I want them to give the victory to Oba, I know the WWE, I know TKO, I know Triple H, they're going to play it safe. Cody Rhodes is going to go over. So that's my pick, Cody Rhodes. Oh man, this shit is crazy. Like, to think I've watched the man's entire career. He debuted 2002 when I started watching wrestling, and then he's finishing now 2025, and I'm still here. I've watched man from start to finish. It's the first time I've ever done that with anybody. Watch their career from start to finish, and I mean in this type of fashion, not like an abrupt ending, like right injury or something like that. I mean literally a guy starts how he wants to start and finish how he wants to finish. I've not lived through that. That's not been something I've been able to do in my lifetime until now. So this is the first time. So this is special to me as much as it's special to everyone else. You know what I mean? This is crazy. You know, it does make me feel a type of way. You know what I mean? To witness that. The last time is now. But as for this match, John Cena versus Gunther, last time is now. Now, I would say that John Cena could win this match, but I don't think he's going to do that because he's a traditionalist. He's going to have the idea that I'm the guy that's retiring, I'm on the way out, so I want to put someone else over on the way out. I'm going to look up at the lights of somebody. That's the old school wrestling trope. That's how it goes. So knowing that, I know that he's going to stick to that. He's already said that he wants to come out first. You know, he doesn't want to be the last match. He wants to go first and then leave the rest of the card to the NXT guys and the main roster guys to show the present versus the future. I don't think he should be doing that. He should be going last. This is your time, bro. Like, literally go out there, let people celebrate you, let people have it the way they want to remember it. The way people want to remember it, they want to remember John Cena going out in the main event on his night. They want it to be on the main event. Whether he wins or loses is not necessarily the part that people are going to be tripping on. But I think they are going to have a problem with you going first, John. You got to read the room sometimes. I get it. You want to be nice, you want to play nice, and you want to be a traditionalist and all that stuff. But nah, bro, you don't need to do all of that. Just go last. You know what I mean? So, you know, hopefully somebody in the back has been brave enough or smart enough to tell him, bro, don't do all of that. Just go last. The rest of it, cool, flexible, but go last. That's where you belong. Go last. So, but I do think he's going to lose this match, unfortunately. Where I think he could have won. Like, in my opinion, him winning would have been okay. It wouldn't have really affected Gunther. Whilst I'm not hip to the idea of Gunther losing 3 times in a calendar year, if 2 of them are to John Cena and CM Punk, who the fuck am I complaining to? Because at the end of the day, like, a John Cena and CM Punk can beat anybody on any given night. Do you know what I mean? And it's believable, given their resumes, who they are, popularity, all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to complain about them losing. I'm not going to look at that as necessarily any type of bury or anything like that, you know. So Gunther would have recovered from that. If anyone can recover from that, it's Gunther, innit? But I know they're not going to do that. But yeah, so that's my pick for this one, that John Cena's going to look up at the lights one final time, you know, and he's going to do it for the ring general.